Really? That's rather just. I mean,
You was
not
laughing.
laugh, but
You was laughing.
Hey,
it seems a little
I don't
disturbing, don't you
want to
think?
see. Hey, I
What's
don't
up,
want to
Soul?
see Shake's. I don't want to see Shake's IP address on no FBI record list. And just listen, just right now, for all the FBI agents listening right now, I am not affiliated with this man beyond this podcast.
Nani?
Plural for Spider-Man. Serious Marvel question. Spider-Man. Spider-Mans.
What?
So what is wrong with you?
Well, it'd be Spider They. It's 2023. It can't be Spider Men or men. It has to be Spider They. You know, what about the non-binary spiders? Spiders that don't identify as human. You gotta be respectable. See? Spider They.
Canceled in the first 35 seconds. Let's go.
What's wrong with that? I said I was correct. I said Spider Theys or Zers.
I wasn't saying you got us canceled. I'm saying your sensibilities got us canceled.
That's not true. That's not true.
All right, what's up, everybody? I am Icon. This is Icon Talks. That guy that y'all also see up there, that's Heero. And the person in the chat, well, voice chat, that is, that's Shake. Would y'all like to introduce yourselves?
Go for it, Shake.
Everybody, I'm Shake. You're gonna love me.
Wow, it was simple this week. It wasn't battle rap-ish. He's not giving you that work. What's up? What's up, Heero?
Hey, what's going on, party people? It's Heero, aka Coding with Strangers. Glad to be back. To the merciful Shake for allowing me to win last week's debates and mercifully letting me back on the show. My humblest of dudes.
You know, because I realize I can't just be running off every co-host, so gotta get them some W's every once in a while. Like I already be beating Icon all the time, so gotta get somebody new. But he was good. He was really good. It was great banter. Great banter.
Hey,
Soul, what up?
He's aight. All right, let's go ahead with our icebreaker because someone pissed off Heero today. So, yeah, we're going to start with that. What has pissed you off in the last week? We're going to start with Mr. Heero.
Can I start with the whole gym thing? Can I just start there? Is that a fair place to start?
You can start wherever you like, sir.
Look, you know what? If you work for any place in the world that is paying you less than six figures, do not, and I repeat, do not try to put yourself in a managerial position to try and handle some stuff. I was at the gym the other day, leaving out, and 5:30 on a Monday, gym's packed. Everybody and their mama in there trying to lift, and I'm leaving out. I park on the side. There ain't no sign that says you can't park there. The gym's packed. I'm not parking in the back to walk away to the front. And as I'm leaving the gym, I see a front desk worker coming back from taking a picture of my license plates. And I'm like, hey, can I help you? He was like, oh, that's not a parking spot. And I'm like, where's the sign that says it's not a parking spot? He was like, it's just not a parking spot. And I was just like, can you show me once again where the sign is that says it's not a parking spot? He was like, look, man, we could have had your car towed. And I said, I would have had this motherfucking gym named after me. He was like, wait, what do you mean you were going to sue us? And I was like, of course I would have sued you. Why would you tow my car when there was no sign saying I can't park here? And literally, verbatim, I pointed 20 feet away. I said, is that a parking spot? And he was like, no. I was like, so why aren't you taking a picture of their license plate? I was like, do you see how you've set yourself up? You work at a front desk. You make $7.25. There's no way in hell you should be working this hard for this place. They would fire you the instant we got here. And just a foreknotice, if you take any picture with your personal items, they can be used and called for when I do discovery in that lawsuit. Don't set yourselves up, people. Come on now.
So anything on your phone that they do find, you better not have no naughty photos.
Exactly.
Exactly. Hold on, no spready Gibbs. No spready Gibbs. But
no, I live in a red state, so they definitely making sure they only get in 25.
And let me do a deposition. Let me find some weirdo photos. I'll just pull up in a deposition just so it's on the record. I'm like, and what was this? Explain yourself. Excuse me, Mr. Gums, that has nothing to do with the case. Explain yourself.
Hold on. Real question though. There was stripes there.
No stripes. There was nothing there to
they
identify
weren't blue.
it was a parking. Nothing.
This is the only issue I have with what you said. Really, we're basing this on how much the person makes.
100%.
Really, that's what we
That's
get
what life
going?
is.
Class warfare?
Yeah,
Hey,
life is that way.
look, exactly. And I am ashamed to say this right now. But look, if you don't pay a certain level of taxes, don't come to me talking about no bullshit rules you can't afford. I'm sorry. That's just infuriating.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been that person.
There's
I've
no
been
way in hell you're
homeless,
bagging
and
my
now-
groceries.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, I've been you, bro. Get up, get your weight up, right?
Yeah.
Get your weight up.
Yeah.
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I'm a Republican. I'm a fiscal Republican now. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, just like I did with some family help, right? And now make your way. Like,
Yeah. There's no way you don't
Um,
bench 135 pounds and you're talking to someone that benches 450. Shut up. You don't ask me what I'm getting off the bench.
I am Icon of Icon Talks, and I do not condone this classism.
what you mean classism?
Classism. If you can't lift weight, don't say nothing.
All right, Shake. Anyone piss you off this week?
This week, honestly, no, man. This week has been good.
Then you're doing something wrong.
This week,
You're definitely doing something wrong.
nah, man, my job is good. They put me up in a hotel. Like, I'm right across from Lincoln Center. I overlook the river in Lincoln Center. Like, shit is good. I don't pay for it. Life is good. Life is good. Life has been good. I'm sorry I can't play in this game. This one, I can't do the content for you. I'm sorry. Life is good. Like,
Well,
I wish I could tell you a story, but life is good.
Everyone and everything has pissed me off this week. That's how I know it's me. And I'm mature enough to know it's me. So I take a step back, take it all in, and just hit the reset button. But since no one's pissed off, we're going to move to our first real topic.
Hold on.
Did he just say
You assessed?
Yeah.
Did you assess all of that? Yeah. Did you assess all that, and you still didn't think it was them?
Well, I'm just tired of people.
I would have thought it was them.
I'm just tired of people at this moment. I'm like, and I know in general, I think people are stupid. This week they kind of proved it. But at some point, you have to look at it and say, you're the common denominator. Deal with it. So take a step back.
That's really self-aware that I will never be.
True. But I like to take a step back and discuss things like who are the top worst rappers to have a hit. So we're looking at rappers who suck, but had a hit. For instance,
Chingy right there, off top of the head.
Chingy was not garbage.
Trash.
Oh,
trash, bro. Trash.
Okay.
Trash.
In the number one
Biz
spot,
Markie, trash.
Biz Markie.
He's trash.
Biz Markie. Wow, the legendary Biz Markie.
Trash. It's iconic, but he's trash.
Okay, let's try this again. The top 5 worst rappers to have a hit.
I can't believe you have Soulja Boy on here. That's wild disrespectful. Don't disrespect Big Draco.
Wait, what is going on?
Kick him off the show.
What is going on?
Yo, and what's this little Wayne? Oh, this is so disrespectful. I might kick myself off the show. The disrespect that the chat is putting out here is crazy. It's crazy.
Okay. Master P's little brother. What was his name? Silk the Shocker. That dude was horrible and had hits.
He had a hit though. What was that song called? I went and bought some Silver Shocker jeans. I remember that.
Oh no.
Yeah. The glow in the dark joints and the shiny joints. Oh man, I look like a vest, an Amazon vest at night. It was amazing.
Whoa. Soul had a good one. Flavor Flav when he went solo. Yeah, he did have a hit. I can't remember the name of it. He had a hit.
That's not a hit. That's not
Mystical.
a hit, bro.
Mystical just had good hooks. Mystical only had good hooks. His bars were trash.
His delivery.
Good delivery. But we can't talk about Mystical. Let's move off that topic. Let's move off Mystical. Let's not bring up his name. Redacted.
Okay. So hold on. Let me before we move forward. We can agree that Silk the Shocker is top 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Shay, please be responsible here. Who else is going in this top 5? Wow. Soul ain't playing. He said MGK.
No, he's not horrible, bro. He's not horrible. That's disrespectful. That's like Soul, you're disrespectful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the chat, but you're disrespectful. You're being disrespectful. So you threw Soulja Boy up there, that's disrespectful.
Hold
Soulja Boy
on.
got bars. Soulja Boy got
Hoist
bars.
chimed in with Lil Flip,
Bar for bar.
which is debatable. But come on, Lil Wayne.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Lil Flip. That's a good one. Flip, Mo, flip. That's a good one.
Hey, that song was dope though. That song was a smash. But yeah,
that was
all
the
right.
anthem of a summer.
Yeah. What else did he have? I mean, he has
You're not there. Not a
Mike
good rapper.
Jones. Really, Mike Jones? Dyson chimed in with Mike Jones?
No.
Stop it.
Mike Jones could rap. He just had one hit.
Need to call his phone number and apologize. He literally made a song about
he said like who?
He said who?
All right.
That's great.
So Lil Flip, Silk the Shocker. Butt Naked Tim Dog from the 90s. He went after he didn't have any hits though.
You gonna hurt my head.
Oh, Father MC. That dude did not rap. He had the hits with Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, damn.
Lil B the Bass God. Got hits.
That's number one. He's got to be number one.
Lil B the Bass God. Lil B the Bass God. Got mad hits. Can't rap. But I love Lil B.
That's got to be number one.
Any mumble rapper. I don't know. Pick them.
No. Because some of them can actually, like, Lil Yachty can actually rap.
Lil Yachty
decided.
Dude, that's okay.
If they can actually rap, then they are not a mumble rapper.
Nah, Lil Baby can actually rap.
Lil Baby
Bad
is not
Bunny?
a mumble rapper.
Is that
don't disrespect the greatest entertainer on this planet has right now.
Is that the Catch Me Outside girl? Bad Bunny or something like that?
That's Bad Baby. Bad Baby.
That's Bad
Don't
Baby.
Like Bad Bunny. Our Latin community would be wild disrespected.
Oh, those are different people.
What's the redheaded girl? What's the redheaded girl?
That's Bad Baby. BH.
No. The one that's talking to Jordan Poole.
Oh,
Ice Spice. Yeah, she's trash. Put her on the board. Iggy Azalea. Put her ass on the trash.
Iggy can rap. Hell no.
She cannot rap.
Okay,
Really?
Icon. I know she is of your liking and taste for demographic and women, but I will not let you stand here and disrespect.
No, come on. She look like Marlon Wayans in White Girl.
Ain't no way in hell you gonna say she look like that and gonna respect her rap game. Go look at her interview that she had to do a live verse. We asked her for 16 bars and she couldn't give it to us.
She was better than any of them rappers at the time.
16 bars live.
All right. Iggy, Silk.
Thank you.
I don't know about
Flip.
That's 3.
And I'm sorry about the time. We got to move on.
We got 3.
All right. So what? Man, she was better than the mumble rappers. All right. So an IT worker sued her boss for sexual harassment. And y'all know me, I'm thinking treat everybody right. If he's doing this, he needs to lose his job. It's not cool. And this case actually made it in front of a judge, which will shock the hell out of you if you understand what she felt was sexual harassment. So on the briefs that she was writing up, he put X's on there, like, this is wrong. She thought that meant kisses. When he signed off on it, he put his initials, which are AJG. She thought that meant a jumbo genitalia. When he put question marks, she thought that was him asking her, are you ready to engage in sexual acts? This actually made it to court, where the judge threw it out and saying, she has a skewed perception of everyday events and regularly misinterpreted innocuous interactions. This would normally be a question for Crip because he would buy into this, but has Me Too gotten us there?
100%.
Why?
No.
Good. Y'all disagree. This would be good. Let's go.
It's not a direct correlation, but it is, right? Because she is so heightened to the fact that, yes, there are men who do that, who will actually use code to engage in sexual relations and sexually harass the cohorts. So it's the same thing on how when you get a car, you start seeing the car all the time. So you start seeing things that weren't there. Right. She started trying to see things, and then if I recall, I've read the article a couple weeks ago. It was a female judge who threw that out and like eviscerated her. Like, come on, like this was ridiculous. Like, so she is overreacting, and now yes, in some cases you're going to have men who are going to then also overreact and then be naive and not naive, will be overprotective about how they conduct themselves. Like, it's not a long-term benefit what has happened. Like the overcorrection, humans just overcorrect. But I'll let Heero have some space.
No space needed, because the reason why this isn't a part of me too is because this woman is an absolute abhorrent idiot, and stupidity should not be used to define a movement. One dumbass doesn't allocate the sole sufficiency of a whole entire movement. What this woman has managed to do is successfully manage to go her whole entire life without being hit by a bus, being saved by common medicine, and using the advantageous ability of seatbelts. And because of one of those three things, she has managed to survive and continue to pee in the gene pool. This woman should not know how shopping works. This woman shouldn't know how brakes or street lights works. But somehow, some way, she manages to walk her fine ass up and down these streets. How did she even get the internship? I am now questioning the people who interviewed her. Someone asked me the other day how I got into my job, and I said I lied. I was able to trick those people. I'm wondering how big are her breasts that they were able to forego and overlook all of her incompetencies to let her into this job, not only to turn around and try and sue her. This is stupid. I have to like just declare this as the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
So this is why I think you're wrong, though, right? Because by the same moment, they're going to pick and choose the stupid minority situation that will pin it to the movement, right? Like, come on, like three black dudes, like we're the bearer of the idiots of our people, right? We get judged based off the idiots of our own kind. So she's going to be like, the movement gets judged based off the idiots. They're going to pick and choose. That side that wants to say like that it's against, they're going to pick and choose her.
Yeah,
she's
but
a
I
fucking
can
idiot. It's freaking.
no, but you can call it disingenuously choosing her. Like if you want, there's too many real examples. I guarantee you, go to any of your police departments and ask for a record of the untested sexual assault kits, and I guarantee you most of them are upwards of 500. Though there are too many real examples for us to be choosing this idiot. So anyone who's talking about this is just being disingenuous.
Okay. Again, I just hate dogging people in that manner. I would like to have empathy for her, because either she was looking at a money grab, but with the incidents that were accounted for in the lawsuit, it just looks. I can't even do this. I'm sorry. Where the hell did she get the lawyer from?
Where did she exactly?
Like should that be malpractice?
Yeah, like someone should had looked at this and said, "There's no." That's why I want a picture of her, because there must be something so physically attractive about her that people. No, this is definitely pro bono, pun intended.
Okay, so the consensus here is she's just an idiot. I can buy that.
That's it.
And I think she knew what she did.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious as to, like, was the lawyer related to her or something at this point? But the article makes no mention of that, and we are going to move on to just mad because your ass is old.
First thing you do is just pick up the phone.
Should there be term limits and age limits to major political offices? And this is actually, you know what, Heero? I'll let you take this one since you pushed that article through.
Look, okay, let's give a little bit of context here.
Yes, thank you.
There's a phenomenon known in the medical procedure world that there is, if you are educated, and when you first start off, you have to build up your confidence so that you can go in and do surgery. But after doing a couple, you just feel confident enough to do anything. This perceived notion can exist in other aspects, specifically in the political world. When the average age of the people governing our country is 60, and the normal age, I guess the average age of the common American citizen is lowered down all the way down to 35, it begs the question, what would you ask of your grandparents to do for you? Now, I want you to think about your loved ones, your grandparents. A lot of them aren't technically savvy. I literally put parental control on my grandparents now to keep them and turn off the TV when they fall asleep on the couch so my electric bill doesn't get ran up through the roof. They are not prepared to give governance to us. But moreover, women who work in these political fields have taken it upon themselves to put an extra layer of bravado to their power because they want to make sure that the movement knows that they are doing the best they can. And we, God bless you for all the things you have done. It is a magnifying thing to see women working in politics. But the thing that will make you laugh is the same thing to make you cry.
Get about the paint.
RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, was the sole proprietor for the women's rights movement in the Supreme Court. And her ignorance, her selfishness, her inability to just give up the torch was the reason why women today lost the right to have control over their bodies in the Supreme Court. Because if she had given up her spot when Obama asked her, we could have had another healthier, younger person there to hold down that position and not risk losing it to Trump in 2021.
Oh, you mean
same
if she
situation?
Given up her spot when Obama asked her instead of saying when Trump was in office, I gotta hang on until he's out of office.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Right. Now we take it a step further. Dianne Feinstein. She's literally being wheelchaired around the Capitol and literally doesn't know where she is. She's in interviews, literally not able to comprehend where she is. But everyone's saying there's two groups of people here on the left, and they're both discussing, yes, Queen, keep working hard. And there's another one that says, well, we shouldn't say anything about the weak and the old. Fuck the weak and the old, because they are holding us back as a country right now. We literally have federal judges and options that we cannot vote on. We cannot vote on. We are paying these people $300,000 a year to not do anything. Could you imagine the frustration I'm feeling as a person who voted on the left, having to defend this stupidity? I can't. And that's why I'm here talking about it right now. This is the literal problem with the Democratic Party. They're so involved with how they look that no one cares to act. We need term limits. Not only do we need term limits, we need to have age restriction limits, because I don't know if it makes sense for someone who's not going to be alive long enough to witness the consequences of their actions to be voting on their actions.
That is a very valid point. Shake, what you got?
I completely agree with him. Dianne Feinstein clearly needs to be out the paint. Like, come on. Like, what if she passes literally in the chamber, right? Like, she clearly does not look like she knows what's going on. Well, who else? Nancy Pelosi should have switched out maybe 3 to 4 cycles ago, right? I'm a registered independent. I am, for the most part, socially liberal, right? I'm fiscally conservative, right? Fiscally, I would probably vote Republican, but it's hard to vote Republican, me personally. But what I do say that the Democrats don't do, they cannot brand themselves, which Republicans can brand themselves. They have great branding, right? Of whether it's just anti-Democrat or whatever. It's just great branding. And you having this old guard, right? Biden is the same. You're not developing new talent. You don't have a farm system. At least the Republicans have a farm system. You might not like their farm system, right? But they have a farm system of young talent, right? That speak to what they want. And like, sorry to get political on this, but that's what I see as the major problem with the Democrats. We are literally being asked in 2024 to again, hey, just do the anti-Trump vote again, right?
Yeah, this is true.
You're right. Like, come on. And the pandering that is done is awful. But continue. Sorry, continue. Not this conversation. This is not that show.
I mean, it was a political question, as Soul has pointed out. So it's going to have a political answer. You guys have pretty much said it all. The same way we have for presidency, you have to be 35. They do that for a reason. They want you to have some life experience. So at the same time, if you have I agree with both of you guys. If you have someone who's doesn't feel the way I feel because their generation was before mine and those policies were different for them, the social morality was different for them. Like when people always say, well, it was okay in my time. Yeah. Well, there's a new time, and that new time needs to be addressed. I don't think a Trump, a Feinstein, a Biden can address those issues, and clearly they haven't.
No.
So I'm going to wrap
Well,
it
they
up
don't
there.
have to.
Oh, go ahead.
Like,
Say it.
they don't have to. Like, that generation has the most power. They have the most money. They've created the most wealth that the world has ever known, especially in this country, right? Collectively, right? So they have the voting bloc. And in their eyes, yes, shit was better during when they were our age. Shit was better for them at their lifetime. So they want to go back to the time, and
but
why
it
not
was
have
their
things that they know?
lifetime that brought things to where it is now.
But they don't have to deal with the consequences.
Correct.
It's always been past the buck, right?
I'd even take
the price down.
Shake is 100% on now. Take it separate. There's a whole common saying about eating the rich. I'm a fan of eating the old people too. Like,
oh my god!
Like, fuck them. I when I tell you, I have a disdain for the older generation beyond reproach. Like, there's groups of people that I just won't allow to talk to me any certain way. People who don't live more than me, and old people. They're just not. Go fuck. Like,
really, Hoist? That's kind of fucked up. No, that is fucked up. And before we get canceled, we're going to move on to a new topic. Okay, so I've been trying to do what we call quick hits, and I finally found a good way to do it. So let me explain that to you guys. I am going to give the co-host A or B selections, and they're going to choose that, and then they're going to tell us why. But they only have 20 seconds to do it, and it's up to them to come up with why. So for instance, if I give them one or two, they can say one because I like odd numbers, or two because two is more than one. It's whatever they come up with, but it's up to them. So they have 20 seconds to do so. And you're going to be old one day. Yeah, but I'm not going to be trying to run the country and mess with what you're trying to build.
Chad, I hope you guys can use half your brain cells in this one. Come on, Chad. Like, don't make me come after you guys as well. This is
you don't get to rewind. They can rewind. You can't.
Yeah.
Let me not say that because I don't live more than you. All right. So, quick hits, music edition. Let's go. Heero, Thriller album or Purple Rain album?
Purple Rain. I mean, play it at a wedding, play it at a party, play it at a bar, anywhere, anyhow, and people can actually put their voice to it.
Jake, Thriller song or Purple Rain song?
Thriller song.
And that's where you say why. Yeah, I think you missed that part.
Like, so it's a better pop song, right? It's better for the masses. Like, Purple Rain is you have to like music, right? Like, that's what Prince is. You have to understand
you took too long to start. Heero, Lil Wayne or Lil Uzi Vert?
Lil Wayne, 2007. I mean, the literal and the. What more do you need?
Okay, Shake, Taylor Swift or Madonna?
Madonna, for more iconic, way more iconic. Like a Virgin. Like, come on, Dennis Rodman, Alex Rodriguez. He took some quality schmeat right through the 80s and 90s.
Oh my god. Heero, Method Man or Redman?
Oh, Redman, because there's actually more songs on my iPod with Redman than Method Man. But love to both. Don't you dare think it's a disrespect.
Shake, Ed Sheeran or George Michael?
The fuck?
I can't. Come on, man.
I'm right there with you, Shake. I don't know, like who? I literally didn't know who. I literally didn't know who you were talking to.
I expected Shake to know who George Michael is.
Bro, I did not.
Like, someone said, yo, put gun to my head. They want George Michael. Please just shoot me. Please shoot me. Shoot me in the head. Right? Like, honestly, God, Ed Sheeran could have robbed me. It walked in my face, robbed me. And the police said, you know, he robbed you. I'm like, yo, honestly, I don't know. I don't know who this was. I did not know who this man was. Right?
I expected you to say something like Ed Sheeran because George Michael was stupid enough to be famous as hell and try to get sex in a male public restroom. I'm like I set you up with comedic gold right here. And look at Soul Name and all them records.
Yeah, Soul's going in.
Honest to
Soul
God,
is actually a fan.
I don't keep track of 80 celebrities who try to have gay sex in a public bathroom very often. I'm sorry, Icon. Right? I was born in '92, so I don't keep track of gay white celebrities who try to solicit sex in a public bathroom. Like,
Dude, I take a lot of time putting these topics together, and I just
I don't fall.
knew
Sorry.
that you. All right, so I was wrong. All right,
Hey, I'm
next
just gonna
topic.
say, Shake, I'm happy you got that one because I wouldn't have been able to bullshit my way through that. So yeah.
All right,
Wait.
What's up?
What? I'm just confused. Did I say something wrong, Soul? Like,
He's telling you to be politically correct.
He's trying to
Sir.
make you politically correct, sir.
well, offline about that. Continue.
All right, so I was I was watching a streamer on Twitch that I used to be cool with on Mixer, and we were actually talking about Ed Sheeran. No, we weren't, but he made the comment that he's talking to the people in his chat, and one young lady said that she writes poems, and everybody, trying to be nice, like, hey, we want to hear that. You're probably real good at it. And he was like, I wish I had that ability. And we're like, why don't you just do it? Because God didn't give me that ability. So then the conversation moved to, so what? If God doesn't give you this ability, you can't do it? So I want to know, and it did kind of piss me off, because you look at people like Ed Sheeran, that boy could not sing. Now he's a huge singer that can actually sing. So, do you believe that talent is hard work or talent is God-given?
Yes.
On both?
Yes. It's on yes on both. Like, that's why I pose it that way, because some people just naturally have raw talent. Like, I'm a big soccer fan. Eden Hazard was for a 7-year run, was one of the greatest players in England soccer, right? But Net was known to walk on the practice field for like 30 minutes and walk away. Sean Kemp, let's use basketball reference, right?
Oh, you know
Talented.
Sean Kemp, but you don't know George Michael. Okay, let's go.
Of course, I know a crackhead who got fat in the NBA doing coke, right? And got an $80 million contract in the 90s, right? And his ex-wife beat the prenup with a Ferrari that said his money. I keep track of that story. That's a story.
Whoa.
Like, so back to what I was saying, these are dudes who are just clearly are talented. But when the body starts breaking down, the talent can't overcome. Like, there's plenty of people who are like not that good. Like, you can make the argument Jimmy Butler is just hard work, right? That got him this, like, he had a certain level to get to the NBA, because everybody at the NBA is a certain level of talented. But he didn't come in the league like a LeBron averaging 22 a game, right? Or even a Melo averaging like 19 a game. He was averaging his first year like 6 points a game, 8 points a game, right? He didn't become a starter until his third year. Like, it's Kobe and Michael's work ethic, that you hear about, not their God-given talent. Like, it's Shaq's God-given talent of being that big, dominant, fast, not his work ethic. So it's yes to both.
So wait. Let me ask the question before I assume. So you believe if Kobe never picked up a basketball, he would still be a top tier player because he had God-given talent?
Nah,
His dad was being Jelly Bean Brown.
like,
come on.
Like, you got to look at it like this. This is how it. My God-given talent is that I'm 6'5", 300 pounds, and I can run a 4'8", 40. My hard work comes from being able to keep that muscle in shape and be able to move people my size out of my way without getting tired. So, like, when you're talking about God-given talent or something like that, you have to think about what you physically been given that makes it impossible. You could be 158 pounds and 5'8" and work out every day, train to your heart's content. You will never beat me even on my worst day. I could literally wake up out of a slumber, roll into the mat, and whoop your ass just because of the size differential and the weight differential. That's talent. You worked hard. No one's going to take that from you. But when we talk about God-given talent, It's not hard. So to answer your original question about why he couldn't write poetry, it wasn't because he didn't have the talent. It's because he didn't want to work hard.
And that's where I agree. I don't believe in God-given talent. I think there are some God-given aspects. Your height, you don't control that. This is one of the few things you don't control. Your weight, you can't
Don't be
control.
disrespectful. You can get a surgery now for height.
Okay, this dude went to surgery. And while you went to surgery, I think I am going to go to Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Hmm.
And this week, we are doing the Living Single Edition. So we actually have 4 people to choose from. And I need to grab this image real quick. Let me drop that in. Out of these 4 women, who do you fuck? Who do you marry? Who do you kill?
Oh wait, I need a visual.
Oh, you don't see that on the screen?
I do. I got it. Okay. All right. We in that level, huh?
Yeah. So we got Queen Latifah, Kim Fields. I really just forgot her name. Is Alex something?
Alex. Yeah.
Erica Alexander.
Oh, man.
Erica Alexander. And then the last girl I just forgot about because I was only going to do 3, and then I didn't chop up the picture, so that's why we're doing 4.
4.
So, again, fuck, marry, kill. Shake, I'll let you go first. Who you choosing?
I think I'm marrying Queen Latifah, right? Because I think, Queen Latifah, she's going to feed you. She's going to keep the house clean. You really got to worry about her cheating on you with no man. Like, honestly, if she want a little woman on the side, I don't care, right? I think, bring up the photo again. Bring up the photo again, please.
Right, there you go.
Okay, photo B. I think I'm marrying. I'm gonna fuck Alexander the dark skin with the dreads because I'm gonna pull on the dreads, and like the one in the middle got the lazy eye. That's gonna
Kim
breed
Fields?
bad. So she got to kill.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she got the lazy eye. She got a little Stuart Scott going on. That's gonna breed bad.
Wow.
And that's
All
a
right.
valid question, Soul. Now or then, because like it's a different conversation if you marry That's
Oh,
the conversation. That's
Soul
content
is killing
right
him.
there.
All right.
That's content.
Who you got, Heero?
So me personally, taking the dreadhead as the wife. I'm a bang on the far right. I'm a bang on the far right. Now me, as my poetic African brother, there is no instance in my life where I shall kill a queen of mine, so they can either decide to become wife 1 and 2 or mistress 1 and 2.
Hotep. He's Hotep. He's a Hotep. I'm sorry. He's a Hotep. We got Hotep.
All right. So, like Shake, I'm going with the queen. 1, she has music money, acting money, production money. She got money. So I'll be well taken care of. If we get divorced, I'm getting half. So I'm good on that. And the fact that she was Cleo and set it off means I feel very safe with her. You got to feel safe.
Ain't she equalizer, bro? She be shooting people up on her TV weekly, blood.
More TV money. More TV money.
Gang.
Residuals.
Yeah, Dyson, it might not be Oprah money, but beggars can't be choosy.
Hey.
So you can't get to half a billion dollar yacht.
I'm going to smash Kim Fields because she's Kim Fields. And I know it sounds creepy now, but as a kid, I had a crush on Tootie. Like, yeah. And I'm going to have to cop out on this one and go with Heero, and I'm not killing anybody.
Yeah, join us, my brother in salvation. Grand rising, my brother.
And I think as a punishment for not killing any of them, I should just get them all in my harem.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Grand rising,
you know brother. That should not happen.
All right, new reoccurring topic: racist or just stupid. So I'm going to tell a story or a scenario, and you guys are going to tell me if it's racism or just stupid. He's saying that's how Icon died. Oh, damn, I forgot Tanya's listening to this. Woo, I'm going to be in trouble after this one. All right. So our first one: Black people telling white people not to attend movies with predominantly black cast. For instance, when Black Panther came out, it was all these people on social media saying white people shouldn't go see it because this is black people movie. Oh, hey. That was Shake that said that.
Wait, what? I said that.
So again, there was a lot of people on social media saying white people shouldn't go see this movie the first week or two. They should let black people go and enjoy it. And I thought that was the dumbest thing ever. But before I say why, Heero, racist or stupid?
Stupid. Because like one, like if I don't know, it's the internet. You don't know anything. But I'm going to I'm going to force myself to believe that the person who was saying that was using a burner account. It was some type of
There was a lot of people
way.
saying that. It wasn't.
It was a lot of people saying,
Yeah.
okay, so I'm still going to call it stupid because inherently, for this to be racist, deems that these black people had some type of control to stop them from doing it. It is pure idiotic. It's prejudice. It's annoying, but all of these people are just dumb. Like racist for me is a tall order to fill. So I don't throw that word around any nilly willy.
All right, Shake, what you
All
got?
about tall order. I think so. It's stupid. Like, it begs the question: can black people be racist? I think you technically can be to different groups. Can we be racist to white people? No. Like, objectively, no. Objectively, we can't be racist to white people. It's just stupid. Now, I can understand why. Like, hey, like, let us see this movie so we can get all the hype out of it, and then like, because y'all gonna tell us like, hey, by the way, it's just a whole bunch of it's live action Lion King. The first one was live action Lion King with actual fighting, right? Mm-hmm. So like being critical about the movie is not as good as if we as a community were saying as it was at first. So I get why they were saying like, let us be hype about this movie, thinking that this is Africa that we want to go when it's really Atlanta, right? In a movie studio. And then y'all can come in and tell us how it really was. That this is all fake. It's all fake story.
Okay. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Movies greatly benefit by the numbers they put up in the first 2 weeks. That means a lot to a movie studio. So to tell a large group of people that, hey, only 13% of the population should be able to go see this. One, that's just stupid to begin with. And two, you're hurting the movie.
Yeah.
So I'm with Heero. Educate yourself or shut the hell up.
Yeah, there's a great story about this New York teacher who took her predominantly black students all to go watch this movie on a school day with her own money. Like, there's too many good examples for us to be wasting our time with idiocracy.
My thing is, since when do white people listen to black people on Twitter? That has never happened in my life.
Whoa, Black Twitter.
Black Twitter don't listen to us. Yeah. They just read what we say. They just read and laugh. They're not listening. It's like a zoo. That's what they look at Black Twitter. They're like, oh, that's funny over there. And then they go back to their life.
What is up with his innuendos? Yeah, what is up with his innuendos? And
I don't know what's going on with this dude. All right.
Shake.
Okay. Racists are just stupid. An Asian woman tried to return a dress that she had purchased, and the clerk that she bumped into told her that she could not return the dress, although she had a receipt and it was within the time in which they do take returns, but she could not return the item because it smelled like soy sauce. Soy sauce. Stupid or racist? Shake, I'll let you go first. He's laughing.
That's both. That's stupid and racist. That is both. That is a yes. That is both dumb as hell and racist. No. That is so racist. That's funny, right? Because how are you gonna like when things are so racist that it's just funny? It makes me laugh first, right? Like you legitimately said, like mad specific. Let's go as Asian stereotypical as we could go with soy sauce, right? that is both racist as shit. Excuse me, against anything, and funny. Oh,
what you got, Heero?
Like, I often say, like, racism is a disease. because it truly infects you. It makes you forget about, like, and I think the greatest sin on earth is greed, because it harbors so much power in today's society. So when a person is willing to neglect money to be racist, yo, that person had vengeance in their blood. Like, how mad? Like, I'm sitting here trying to think, what does soy sauce smell like? Like, how do you know what that distinct smell? How much Chinese food are you eating that you know what that smells like on impact? And I'm just like, yo, the levels of which the balls you must have had to say that out loud. Like, this is how people win, like lawsuits and stuff like this, and this person would have felt confident enough to say, but Your Honor, how would I ever be able to sell this if it smells like soy sauce? And be like, doom doom, all right, the plaintiffs have won, thank you so much, Your Honor, you didn't even ask. Like this
Decades
person
getting settled.
Yeah, that this racism isn't even inherently aware to this person. This person doesn't think what they said was inherently racist. They would think that they were just pointing out a fact about Asian people, which is mind-boggling.
Like, even if the dress did actually,
oh shit!
Like, it could have. I don't know the story. It could technically have. You can't say it. You
can't say it. Exactly.
You can't say it, right? Because that's a lawsuit. That's a lawsuit.
It's just a lawsuit waiting to happen.
You could say, I think it's the dress smells like it may have been worn, right? We do not. Our policy is we do not take back worn clothes.
Okay.
Has it been worn and washed? You could use the policies. That's when you have corporate guidelines. They're called guardrails to keep you from going to court.
Can I take this a step further? We know, you looking at Walmart statistics for their sales, that 2/3 of their profit come from actually selling stuff, and 1/3 comes from insurance claims because of loss prevention, damaged products, so on and so forth. If we're using that same structure for every company, you could have put this kindly under the loss prevention or damaged products category and just made your money back. But you chose racism. So you didn't even have a business mindset because you were filled with it so inherently. No mercy for this person. And I hope they plaster and put it all in their Google reviews so they get rambummed.
Get what?
And with that being said, I don't have to say anything. You guys have said it all. Too rich to think. This is Elon Musk, and we're still on racist or just stupid.
Oh my God.
So Elon Musk believes that the Texas shooter who donned swastika tattoos was not neo-Nazi nor part of the white supremacist movement. And I will let Heero put some context on that one.
If your father was born in South Africa and owned the emerald mine where black people lost their life and limbs because they were mining emeralds, and that's how you made your fortune, and you have created nothing of significance in the world. And, he bought Tesla. Oh, but SpaceX, he also bought that using your taxpayer dollars. You would think you'd be a little bit more careful about going on to say things. But if you've ever met a person who needed a hug more in their life, his name is Elon Musk, because he bought a social media to garner fame. And no one still likes him. So what happens when your social media platform is failing horrifically and you need someone to love on you? You got to take a hot take. The only problem is Elon Musk, for some reason, for him to be so smart, he is so dumb. We're talking about the percentage of active shooter events being mostly white males with extremist views. That's a FBI stat from the white man that you can look up. And Elon Musk is all big about dropping Twitter files and stuff like this, but for some strange reason, he can't look into his own Twitter files to see that in the Twitter files he dropped, he talks about how these domestic shooters are white supremacists. So it's a red herring. It's a dog whistle. It's dangerous because it invites these people to his platform, and it creates this self-awareness about, hey, I get it. I got your back. Wink, wink. It's no wonder why Twitter, Tesla, and all that shit's going down the drain.
So this is where I disagree with what I agree with 90% of what you said. That's what he said is just idiotic, right? But what I will disagree is, from a leftist point of view, yes, Twitter is going downhill, right? But if you have always sided right, the ability for now your perceived level of speech, being able to say whatever, is now, right? Twitter is now the real hellscape that it has always been. Like people called it a hellscape before, but it is actually a hellhole. And what he did is he didn't just buy it to get friends. Like he wasn't going to be popular, but now he controls information. So what better thing to do than actually control information? And there's no place else, right? There is no place else to go. There's no alternative yet. So regardless of how many people say they hate Twitter, and like people as in like journalists specifically, the guardians of media hate Twitter, they're still there, right? So he still wins. And like he bought it, like you said, he bought it with Tesla's money, not even his own money. He bought, so he smartly failed up his entire life.
Wow.
Right? By constantly buying things with other people's money. That's the only thing he's done smart, is constantly buy things with other people's money. And somehow they give him more money to, guess what? Buy things with other people's money and do what he wants with it.
Okay, quick question. Racist or stupid?
It's racist.
I'm talking to Shake. He never answered.
Oh, my bad.
It's stupid, right? Like, I don't think it's racist that he doesn't think that a Mexican dude is neo-Nazi, because there's plenty of white people who don't understand that light-skinned Latinos, right, are racist.
But
like,
are those people
they don't understand it? So, like,
those people also
it's stupid for him not to make the correlation. There's a fine line between genius and idiot. There's a real thin line.
My guy's saying he's a genius, but he can't correlate the two, and he's not a genius or he's racist. It's one of the two.
Like, you can be both. You can be both. Kanye West is an anti-Semite and a genius, right? Like, you could be both. Like, there is a line.
A genius about what? What is he a genius about?
Musically, he's a like Kanye West is a musically talented genius, artistically talented genius. Like Elon Musk, like business savvy wise, when it comes to just constantly being able to use other people's money, right, to get into the position. I'm not saying he's made good business decisions, right, but to constantly be in the position to use other people's money, that people want to constantly give you money to then do what you want, whether it just happens to be luck or happen to always be in the right places, fine, whatever it is, that is what he's good at, is just constantly being able to buy things with other people's leveraged money. The man bought Twitter, right, because he said he would, and they poison pilled him. So he said, guess what? I'm not going to buy it with my own money. I'm going to buy it with Tesla. And now Tesla's mad at him. And he's like,
boy, Shake, you are over here doing the hottest yoga stretch of the entire show.
He's up there in Brickham yoga. Bickham? What is it? Brickham? Something. Like 110 degrees up in there.
Yeah, man. Dang, that's a stretch, but I feel you.
Okay, so let's leave this one alone.
I think people's ability to constantly fail up is a talent. If someone has shown the ability to constantly fail up, that is a talent that they work at.
He is going to fight this point. I don't disagree that it's a talent.
Like,
I just disagree. Never mind. Okay, so last week the chat was not happy with our King of Petty.
Oh man.
So I figured we'd revisit it. So here we go. I am not asking you what you would do. I'm asking you what you think about this person and what she did. Because I think this is genius. Unlike Kanye, I think this is incredibly genius. So a rape survivor had the courage to go through the trial and everything. And they bashed her in the trial. You know, they always put the victim on trial, which they did here. You know, we expect that, but you know, she went through hell. She ended up having to seek out mental help. And this guy got a very light sentence. I think he got like six months or something like that, something incredibly stupid. So she I don't want to say she was obsessive but she kind of kept tabs on him, and he ended up getting in trouble for something else, and he ended up going to jail. So she went to visit him in jail, and this time he had a lengthy sentence, like 5 or 10 years or something like that. So she goes to visit him, and I will literally give you $100 if you can tell me what she did. Anybody in the chat, I will literally give you $100 if you can tell me what she did.
She flashed him.
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna give y'all 30 seconds to get y'all guesses in, because if anyone can guess this, I'm giving you $100.
Well, she was the one who snitched on him.
No.
Oh.
She had nothing to do with him going back to jail.
She just went to go visit him.
Okay. I don't think anyone's guesses are getting in. I'm gonna give y'all a few more seconds, because this had me rolling and I was with her. All right. No more guesses. Okay. So apparently it was one of those like visiting things that are kind of open, where other people can hear your conversation. And he's asking her, like, why the hell are you here? And he's being very rude to her. Like, of course she should. She got the best form of closure. Oh boy, she did. Yes, she did. No, Dyson. Let me go ahead and allow that. A little better than that. So he's cussing and everything, trying to demean her and everything. Mm-hmm. And at that point, she was no longer there to forgive him, because she did go there for closure. So what she said loud as hell is, "You raped me when I was a child."
Oh, in jail, yes. That's
and
game over.
She made sure that everyone could hear that.
And I'm assuming that's true, or doesn't matter. It don't matter.
It's
he's
a lie.
Labeled a promo.
No, he's gonna have to get the as an adult, but she's smart enough to know that they don't care about
matter.
You, right?
Yeah, when you're in jail,
you got to. He's gonna have to prove he's not. He's gonna have to prove the paperwork, and now
Well, there is no paperwork for that.
Oh yeah, in jail,
there's paperwork on this.
No. What I'm saying is, I can lie all day. I don't think the cellmate over there is.
Yeah, he don't care to look.
Right.
He don't care to look.
Like, in his best interest in jail, it's his best interest to prove that paperwork as quick as possible, right? To potentially not get beat up.
It's a race. It's a race to get to that computer, man.
And you better keep it taped to your chest. And you better get a tattoo.
Get that shit tattooed on your chest and your ass cheek, because that's the first two places they coming for.
It's like, exactly.
Okay.
Right on your left back. That's your tramp stamp, right?
So the question is, do we have a problem with this?
Honestly,
nah, not really.
I think what you did was foul. That's a level of foul that's crazy. Because hear me out, right? Hear me out. In 5 to 10 years, he's gonna get out, right? And his life in prison has been hell, right? And the same way you have kept tabs on him, now I have nothing better to do but keep tabs on you, right? And you're gonna slip up. You're gonna slip up, and I'm gonna find you. And remember, I have nothing to lose, because not only am I in prison for probably about an 8-year bid, right? Because you do 80%, right? At least 80% on a 10-year bid to 8 years. You were labeled a chomo. So even if he got to the paperwork, his first couple cellmates didn't care, like you said, and they definitely had his way with him. So he's gonna be real angry. Like, I understand why she did it, but like, you were not thinking about them long-term consequences that could come from a man who has nothing but time to think about ways to get back at you. Because, by the way, let's not forget, he already did it once. That does not mean he sadly might not split the block again. And I'm not condoning that action by any stretch of the imagination. But that man can also be petty in a far worse way, right? Because he has nothing to lose, or you still have a life on the outside.
All right, Heero, do you condone her activity?
I totally agree with her activity, and not only that, I would come back every week and repeat the same goddamn statement. In fact, I'd see to it that I'd come to the place to visit other cellmates and inform them that here are some snacks from the outside world. Here's some Playboy from your local library.
You
And
about to
also,
bring the grease.
cellmate number 001269 was over here hitting me from the side every chance he got when I was 12 years old. Go ahead, help a brother out. Like that for me, it's for the effect of revenge. That is closure. So I am never gonna have a qualm with it. You can't tell people who are mourning how to mourn. So however she chose to get her closure is on her. And yeah, there are consequences for that. But I guarantee you, if homeboy spit the block on her again and she had a 12 gauge shotgun at the front door and police arrived and said, oh yeah, this dude that hit me up once already, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be an open shut case real quick because as long as he has to prepare, trust me, she has just as much time to prepare too.
Okay.
Shake. No, she doesn't.
Hey,
he's on the
Shake.
inside.
Hey, Shake.
Yes, sir.
The chat says, I think she was the creative genius.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey.
All right, guys. Let's wrap this one up. First off, thank you, Shake. Thank you, Heero. I do appreciate you guys. You guys make this hour incredibly fun. Chat, we appreciate you guys as well. Shake, you want to say your so longs?
Got nothing to say today, gentlemen.
Heero.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Chad, I appreciate you guys coming through. Thank you so much. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe and do all the cool things you got to do with this channel. I'll be streaming in 30 minutes, Coding with Strangers. Check me out. I appreciate, obviously, Icon for bringing me on. And Shake for letting me maybe hold another win. I appreciate you, Shake. Thanks.
I'll give it to you. I
appreciate you.
You do good on the Feinstein topic.
Okay, so, Shake, Heero, and I will be back next Tuesday at 8 p.m., same time. We have added some new features to the overlay, so next week you actually will be able to vote on what we say. So if you like what we say, you can vote it up. If you don't like what we say, you can vote it down. And of course, at that point, I think Shake is gonna, I can't even talk.
It's going to
become a monster against me because he's going to want to win. Please check out Coding with Strangers. He is. Tell them all the stuff you do. Developer, medical person.
I lied on my resume. I ain't do nothing. I lied on my resume. I don't do nothing. But no, if y'all want to catch me out, I'm hopefully coming out with some merch pretty soon. But for sure, building up some new programs that Twitch didn't even think to incorporate into their system. Could you imagine someone lying on their resume thinking of some stuff that a multi-million-dollar company needs? You know, just leaving it up to us, doing this hard work up front. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all can definitely catch me in like 30. I'll be out here streaming. We get to finally test this code I've been practicing with.
Okay, and with that being said, again, thank all of you. Shake, Heero, please meet me in Discord. Soul, I need to holler at you too, so I'll text you and see when we can talk. So, thank you everyone. See you guys Tuesday for another Icon Talks, and please don't forget Saturday nights we just have a group discussion where everyone's allowed to hop into voice chat and chill with us. So, thank you much, guys, and have a great night.